I need a roundaway girl to let me Showtime at the Apollo. I'm about the bottle. Take two and pour out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
First off, let me talk my got a couple things I gotta cross off my list. How you insomniac for sleeping on my
Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. Super Bowl 60. It's the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the New York Giants.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Las Vegas Raiders taking on the NFC champions, the New York Giants. 59 years of champions have come and gone. Who will claim number 60 as we're off in the 2026 Super Bowl? And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
And there are a lot of quarterbacks who had terrific careers. Think about guys like Phillip Rivers, Randall Cunningham, Dan Fouts, Warren Moon. But they never got to a Super Bowl. Yet here he is in his second NFL season, already getting his chance. And we harken back to Dan Marino, another superstar, made it in his second year, lost the game, and never made it back again.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Operating from the gun, Clark. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
End result of that one, a nice use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feel pretty good about your next couple of calls.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 34. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Once again, it's Jacobs. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They will run for the first time here with White. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack him because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on third down.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback. And the ball will come out to the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we are looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who have been there before. Find out how they handle winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
Back to throw now on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Lambert. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that will bring up second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. They'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And he used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Second down, here's Barkley again. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play. Yeah. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Dancing to, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep here for Parker. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's A.J. Cole now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man, complete. It's Lambert. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. We've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. Second quarter coming your way next. 7-3 the score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They'll look to throw here. Touchdown, Giants! Gabriel Davis. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Giants have moved out in front. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
That one good for 26 and a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, complete. It's Parker. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Now Clark looking to throw on second down. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 42. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll look to throw again. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Clark, off play action. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Back to throw. Clark. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Clark now, off the bootleg. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. So the completion gets him just a yard, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lambert. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync.
Now the ball comes loose, and the Raiders pick it up. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here's Clark off the play fake. And that will be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 7. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On the slant, he's got Davis. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Right back to Davis. It's complete. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them. Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Gay's kick is good, and the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking to throw. Clark. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now Clark to throw from the gun on 3rd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season from beginning to end, and now we'll play one half of football to decide who raises the Lombardi Trophy. And for the call, let's get it right back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Out of the gun now on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Clark, a hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Back to throw. Clark. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Looking to throw. Clark. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Now Clark on 1st and 10. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Clark. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Clark. It's caught here by Adams. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Clark from the gun on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Clark. This is caught. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Jacobs is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Back to throw. Clark. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Kayvon Thibodeau, his 2nd sack of the night. Carlson able to put this one through. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. After the made field goal, Carlson now away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. A very solid gain of 27.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
But Josh McDaniels, he had his mind made up on that one. He disagrees. So Josh McDaniels ends up winning that challenge. Smart decision to review it. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And Davis has it over the middle. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
Going with their tight end on 4th. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done. This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They're going to look to throw. Touchdown! Gabriel Davis, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Giants will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Gabriel Davis. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had a long drive last time. That's how it felt to them, settling. Looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Up next, the biggest quarter of the entire season. At the end of that, we get to crown a champion. We are through 3 here in Super Bowl 60. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And the lead will hold at 10. Now, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team. But the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Clark. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Clark. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taken from just outside the 30. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they have been the better of the 2 sides to this point with a 2-score lead, 4th quarter of this Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive 1st and 10. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Barkley. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 5 yards on the play there, and the drive will continue. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Well, it could have gone for more.
On second down, this is Madison. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30. So now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are starting to pull away in the fourth quarter of this Super Bowl. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the fourth. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Clark now to throw on second down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Clark. And this is Parker, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Here's Clark throwing on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Here's a 2nd and 7. The slant connects with Devontae Adams. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Clark. Open man is Uzama. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Looking to throw. Clark. And he's got it. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now Clark to throw. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they could somehow get this one back. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. So from the 36 now. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Barkley inside handoff. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
107 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. And the New York Football Giants are the toast of the National Football League. They are the Super Bowl champs. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. When we sneaky, when we slide up. Y'all on offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. remix. Wave till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded different. Tell them they time is ticking. But we time a fish. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in their pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Know when you riding like we riding with each other. Ain't no hiding, it's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other. Ain't no hiding.
I'm really out for blood this time, look.